This is a 4-year-old horse, and he is pretty broke as far as he don't do anything bad. He don't buck, he don't run off, he don't do anything like that. But he's still a green 4-year-old horse. And a lot of people have ridden older finished horses and just don't have much experience riding greener horses. And that's kind of the issue that's going on with him and his owner. His owner is a really good rider, showed cutting horses and had ridden all her life, and good seat, good rider, but she's never ridden a young horse. And young horses have to be ridden a little bit different. They require a little bit more attention on your part. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what I'm doing different on a green horse that I don't do on an older horse, or what is the differences riding. So as you saw when I got on, he kind of walked off a little bit. I did ask him to stop. He knows better. And then we're starting off with our circles. Just like every horse, we're always going to do circles first. These younger green horses, the circles are more about getting their mental attention. An older horse, it's more about loosening the body. I know when I'm a little bit older, I get moving, I'm stiff in the morning, I physically have to get moving. And that's how it is with a little bit older horse. These circles are more about the physical movement, where him being a younger 4-year-old horse is more about the mental attention. His attention just bounces all over the place, just like a child's attention bounces all over. It's no different. So because their attention bounces all over, I have to be a little bit more aware of where their attention is. Where with a seasoned horse with a lot of miles, I might be able to just set my hand down, might be able to just get on and set my hand down and ride off and not have any problem. But you can't do that with these younger green horses. You have to constantly be refocusing. Constantly refocus their attention, fix their body. Doesn't necessarily mean they're doing anything bad. Just have to say, hey, let's go over here. Now let's work his counter bend a little bit. Let's start moving his body around. With a greener horse, I can't just tell his mind, quit paying attention over there. I have to give him something to do. Doesn't have to be hard, but it needs to be something to do. So I'm going to put that greener horse to work doing something a little bit quicker than I would an older seasoned horse. An older seasoned horse, I probably would have walked longer and maybe even trotted a little bit before I started any of this counter bending. It's going to depend on the horse. It's going to depend on what that horse needs. I've got a couple of horses here that are 20 years old and up. And those particular horses, they need a lot of walking. They need a lot of trotting. Y'all can come on. I'm going to be talking, but y'all can still ride. Lakota is out for summer vacation, and she wanted to come ride some horses. This is my granddaughter. This is Robert's daughter, Robert, my daughter. And how old are you now? 12? 12, and it looks like her legs are as long as mine. She's going to be tall like her daddy. The horse that she's fixing to get on is Ophelia. And she's never ridden Ophelia. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, back to this horse. I need to keep his mind focused on something. Exactly what doesn't matter. That's where riders that haven't ridden many younger horses get in trouble. Exactly what you keep their mind focused on isn't as important as the fact that you keep them focused on something. Make sure she gets one rein in circles to start with. Always start with circles. Get your left rein shorter than your right. There you go. Kind of walk with her for the beginning of the circles. Make sure she gets the idea. Ophelia has not had a whole lot of riding. Shorten that left rein a little bit more. There you go. Keep her in that circle. Keep her going forward in that circle. Ophelia doesn't seem like she wants to do anything bad, but she has not had a lot of riding. There you go. Shorten your rein a little more so you can keep your hand more in front of you. See how far back you got it? Shorten that rein so your hands can be more in front of it. There you go. That's better. Good job. Now you got your hands where you can do something if you need to pull harder. Pull her head to the side. There you go. Keep her walking that circle until her attention is on you. There you go. So as I'm walking this one around, I'm going to occupy his mind. I'm going to give him something to do. I want to start with bend, counter bend, so that is a tool that I'm going to need to help position his body. Work on collection, so we're getting his nose in. He's going to work towards ranch horse, ranch riding, ranch trail, maybe a little bit of boxing. And this is all stuff that we're going to need to position him on a cow, to work our ranch riding pattern, to work our ranch trail. So that's why we need to start with these things. An older horse, you can just get on and give him the head and walk away and usually not have a problem. But you can see with Lakota there, with that horse, how important it is to keep Ophelia's attention on her. It's not so much that Ophelia's really wanting to do something bad, she's just wanting to do her thing. Same thing, this horse is just a little further along than that horse. In order to get a horse to start doing exercises like this bend, counter bend that I'm doing with him, counter bend, push the shoulders over there, bending, push the shoulders over there. In order to do that, I have to have his attention on me. So in order for Lakota to do anything with that horse, she has to have that horse's attention on her. Doesn't mean any of them want to do anything bad. That's a lot of people kind of get worried about riding a young horse like him. He's 4, she's 3, I believe. He's had a lot of saddle time. She's probably 30 days under saddle. And a lot of people get worried when the horse's attention starts bouncing all over the place. Their first thought is the horse is going to buck, is going to run off, going to do something bad, and he might if you don't get that attention back on you. So that's why we had her walking some circles, steering. That's why I'm doing the bend, counter bend on this one. This one's just a little further along than that one. It's all about attention. And that's what the difference is, whether you're riding a young horse or an older horse. Attention is not as big a deal with an older horse. It is everything with a younger horse. So this is Bubba. This is the first video I've done of this horse. I think I have another playlist named Bubba. I think that's a Palomino, but this is a different Bubba. And I'll be putting some more rides on him. And you'll be able to see how he progresses through his training. Until next time, thank you for watching. You gotta just keep videoing her for a few minutes at least.